Craving the coffee flavor you love, but without the caffeine? Kachava's got you covered with their newest coffee flavor. This all-in-one nutrition shake delivers bold, authentic flavor crafted from premium decaffeinated Brazilian beans. Quality nutrition shouldn't be complicated. Just 2 scoops of Kachava's all-in-one nutrition shake, and you've got 25 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, greens, and so much more. Whether you're craving that coffee taste to kickstart your morning ritual, or as a nutrient-packed reward to round out your afternoon, Kachava keeps you fueled and satisfied wherever your day takes you. Plus, it actually tastes delicious. No fillers, no nonsense. Just the good stuff your body craves. And for the times you feel like switching it up, you've got 7 flavors to choose from, all with the highest quality ingredients. Treat yourself to the flavor and nutrition your body craves. Go to Kachava.com and use code NEWS. New customers get 15% off their first order. That's KACHAVA.com, code NEWS.
You're listening to KEMPIRE here on the KEMPIRE Radio Network. Hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday. I gotta keep reminding myself what day of the week it is. What's going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday. This is a special live. I will not be here long because I need to go meditate. I need to go for my evening walk. The weather is good. I got my pum pum shorts ready. If you see me in the streets, don't be obscene. Don't be obscene. I got my Poom Poom shorts on, okay? Poom Poom short season is here, at least for now, here in New York City. Let me know if you guys can see me, hear me, all that good stuff. This is a special live, Hot Topics Live. There's a few things that I want to talk about. I even want to talk a little bit about Summer House. Normally, we'll talk about it on Friday Live, but maybe we won't, and we'll just talk about it today because I did watch the episode, and I have some unpopular opinions. But I don't steer away from my unpopular opinion because I could care less what other people think. I don't do the whole group think. I don't do that. So I have some thoughts in regards to Summer House, and I will share them momentarily. But as I do that, shout out to those of you that are watching from around the country. I've never been to Shreveport, Louisiana, but I've heard about it. Like, what's cool to do there? Like, how far is that from New Orleans? Because I'm just saying, I'm asking, because I've always heard about Shreveport, but I've never really dug into what's going on there. Is it fun? Is there things there to do? Not that I have any plans to go to Louisiana, but I'm just saying. All right. Hey, Nita, what's going on, everyone? What's going on? We got people watching from San Bernardino. What's going on, Nita? South Africa's in the building. Winter's watching from New York City. Sydney, Australia's in the building. What time is it in Sydney right now? Happy New Year to those of you that are in Thailand. It's the Thai New Year. Who remember, if you were part of Club KEMPIRE, you remember my recaps of White Lotus, and we had that scene where the ladies left the resort and they were attacked by the kids with water guns. I didn't realize, I figured that it was something, look, I figured that it was something that does happen, but my friend sent me video footage of them doing it. And I was like, oh, so this is a thing. Johannesburg is in the building. Oh, wait, hold on. Chrissy said, beautiful picture, Chrissy. Wait, let me make this a little bit bigger, Chrissy, so people can see what you said. Chrissy says, literally, we go to Texas. What? Look, to do anything? How close is... Okay, don't get me lying. All right. Oh, it's Cambodian New Year too? All right, shout out to everyone celebrating. I love it. Lisbon's in the building. I had a good time when I went to Lisbon. I really did. That was like a really cool trip. I met subscribers. I made new friends. I went to dinner with those new friends. That's the thing about traveling solo. Sometimes you're just more willing to meet new people. I remember that. It was such a really delightful time when I went to Lisbon. And I did a video on the KEMPIRE Radio YouTube channel. So if you want tips and tricks in regards to what I did when I went to Portugal, go check out that video. I think I did a good job with it. All right. Yes, Theo, thank you for the reminder. I saw this in news earlier. The White Lotus season 4 is currently filming in the south of France. I didn't make it to be a part of the cast. But look, in the future, I would love to. And honestly, I'm not talking about like a big role. I'm talking about like a walk-on, so I can make a face. Like, look, I'm excited about the White Lotus. Currently here in New York City, they're filming American Horror Story Season 13. It's the final season of American Horror Story. Coven. All the people are back. They're already giving us little sneak peeks. Oh, I'm excited for that. That's coming out in September. Like the fall is coming out. This year is just giving me everything that I need. Today is also tax day. Did you guys know that? Maybe some of you already filed your taxes. Literally, I met with my accountant yesterday. We've been working on it though. Look, when you own a business, it's a little bit different, y'all. And because I used to do my own taxes, so those taxes would be submitted early. Here's it. But I did my taxes. It was a relief. I was like, okay, all right. Here, Uncle Sam. Here you go. Take your money. But for those that may have forgotten and you haven't filed your taxes yet, you can either file your taxes today or file for your extension. So go do it now. All right? All right. Mention It All says taxes is done. All right. I'm happy for you. I think I got to double check with my accountant. Everything's done. Everything's good. Reland, happy birthday. Tax day and my birthday. Shout out to all the Aries. Happy birthday to you. All right. I just wanted to talk about a couple of things in regards to like things I'm excited about. Tax day, did my taxes. Excited for American Horror Story Coven. Excited for The White Lotus is currently filming. I'm excited for Devil Wears Prada 2 that's coming out next month. Excited for that. I want to go see the drama again. And it's because it was really good. But before I do that, congratulations to You, Me, and Tuscany. They're the #1 rom-com from this weekend. Congratulations to them. Congratulations, Halle Bailey. I still have not gotten a chance to see it, but I will definitely. Oh, God, it's already Wednesday. I guess I'm going to try and see it this weekend. I don't like going to the theater during the weekend because all of y'all are there. I'm just saying, I like to go when, the matinee hours, senior citizen hours. That's when I like to go, when there's no one in the theater. But that would be good for You, Me, and Tuscany. We need everybody in the theater. So that's the #1 rom-com in the box office this weekend. Oh, hold on. Khadijah. I apologize. She says, White Lotus was casting for extras, paying for your stay. Love it. Why didn't I get the memo? Because I would have done it. All right? I would have done it. Is it too late? Can someone let me know? Toya, I don't recommend a lot of movies and things like that. Go see the drama. It's not a rom-com, because I came in there thinking, is this a rom-com? I had no idea what it was. It's really good. I will say trigger warning, though. Trigger warning, because it will invoke certain feelings, especially as a Black woman. I have to give the trigger warning for that, because I think you need that trigger warning. Just saying. Teresa says, can't wait to see You, Me, and Tuscany. Love a good rom-com. Me too. Why did I go into thinking the drama was a rom-com? It is not. It is definitely not. All right, I've digressed. Speaking of rom-coms, let's talk about Summer House. For those that don't know, we've been talking about this latest season because of the drama that's happening on this latest season. There was a rumor out there that there was going to be some sort of separate set for West and Amanda. Andy Cohen has dispelled that rumor, saying that is not true. That is not happening. Wait, hold on. They might be filming the reunion today. I heard April 15th. If not today, definitely tomorrow. Did Andy post a photo of him with the Summer House cards? Why is Andy Cohen hosting the reunion for a show that has an average watcher of 20s, 30s, and 40s? Andy Cohen is damn near 60, and I'm not age shaming. However, why? I agree. Marilyn says A24 stays doing good things. I've been doing so much research on that company that put out the drama in regards to some of the films that they put out. Even the way that they promote and market their films is very different than any of these other film houses and things like that. Do a little Google schmoogling. Theo says, yes, I read the April 15th, but I haven't seen Andy post, and I'm blocked. But usually, shout out to our OMFG reality TV folks. They'll post when Andy says some things, and that's how I keep up to date. Theo says, Andy likes him young. He just said that on Watch What Happens Live on Sunday. I saw when he said that about he likes him young. Okay, Andy. You like him young and you like him chocolatey. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. But anyways, back to Summer House. No word yet on whether or not they're filming the reunion today. Probably they're filming it tomorrow. They like to film reunions on Thursdays. But it's Summer House, so I don't know. But I definitely think it's happening this week. So here's the thing. Watching Summer House this season, it lands differently when you know about what's been going on between West and Amanda, especially this episode. When she's walking away from West and she's to look at my back kind of thing, or even the way that she's handling the conversation between her and Sierra. Because the thing is, The rumor is that this relationship started before this summer, before they started filming. That's the rumor. And the way that he's navigating himself in the show, flirting with other women, possibly trying to get back with Ciara, I'm thinking to myself, I'm not sure if I believe that rumor or they don't have anything serious and it's just a hookup because she's married, so she can't really expect him to be devoted to her. I don't know. Either way, I'm like, ill all around. However, yes, during the season, we saw that Wes was starting to be a little flirtatious with Ciara, opening up a door that had been shut because of what went down 18 months ago, almost 2 years ago. Here's the thing, though. I told you last time we talked about Summer House that I felt like the reason why Wes was even doing that was because Jesse expressed interest. Would you be mad if I made out with Ciara? Remember, Jesse said that. And I think that's when his interest and why he started rubbing her arm and shoulder and things like that. However, in all fairness, and some of y'all are not going to, because some of y'all think with groupthink and because everyone's so team Ciara. I'm still team Ciara. Honestly, I don't know Ciara. I'm team me. I don't know these people. Just saying. However, I'm still team her. But I will say this. I feel like this week's episode, it's a bit of a reach, Ciara. I get it. You might be in your feelings. I'm not telling you that you need to change your feelings. But to be upset with Wes for doing exactly what they do on this show, hook up, have girls come over the house, he's a single man. I feel like that whole big thing, she's in her bedroom, a little upset about it. Now everyone's involved. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Should he have done it? Technically, he was sitting there and then a girl came sat on him. You know what I mean? Technically. But at the same time, this is Summer House. All of these people are hooking up. So unless they were actually hooking up, and look, we're watching an edited show. For all we know, there could have been more happening that we didn't see. Rumor on the street was just a couple of months ago, Wes and Ciara had hooked up. Her not knowing, again, that's allegedly, her not knowing that he may have been hooking up with Amanda and maybe some other girl in the Midwest. Deborah says, I 100% agree with you, Kempire. It felt a little too much this week in regards to Ciara having the reaction. And look, at the end of the day, she's entitled to feel the way she feels because I'm sure all of us have had a situation similar to Ciara and Wes where maybe there was someone that you were interested in, maybe you dated, maybe you just had a crush, whatever it may be. They're flirting with someone in front of you and you get upset and you get in your feelings. That's real. I'm not saying that she's not entitled to her feelings. What I'm saying is that the fact that the entire house is trying to make Wes in this particular moment, because remember at this particular time, we're not supposed to know that Wes really is the villain with the whole Amanda of it all. So let's keep that in mind. Trying to make him feel bad for a woman sitting in his lap next to Ciara? Did he pull her in the lap like Curtis did on Married to Medicine? I don't recall him pulling her into the lap. I just feel like it's a bit much. It's a bit much to be crying, shedding a tear. Look, she's shedding a tear. This is why so many of you are like, oh, Ciara needs to get hooked up with another guy and blah, blah, blah. It seems like, for me, Ciara needs to do some healing. I know she's already in therapy. I know she's on Prozac. I think she needs to focus on that because the fact that she was even considering taking Wes back, she was considering taking him back. I know I haven't watched the last couple of seasons since their breakup, but at the same time, I'm like, why would you even consider taking this man back? Wes has been on his good behavior the last couple of seasons because he wanted the fans to like him. And even I know that, and I don't watch this show religiously. This guy is performative. He shows you who he really is. That's the man that he showed you 2 years ago. That's who he really is. And now he's showing you again, this is who he really is. I don't understand why you were even considering taking this mediocre, both personality and looks. Can we talk? Both personality and looks, mediocre at best. And he's not even that good of a reality star. He's not even a good reality star. I find him the least entertaining of this group. Besides his little bro moments, I guess that's entertaining for the people watching Summer House, but mediocre in every possible way. Look, every possible way. But this goes back to what we always say. when it comes to reality television, Black people, well, not even reality television, and when it comes to life, but specifically when we're talking about reality television, Black people, Black men, Black women, they have to be the best. They have to be 10 times greater in order to be considered a star, dynamic, incredible. Like, they have to be more. But y'all will let someone as mediocre, plain, and just weird at times too, creepy at times as well, Wes be a star on a show for the last how many seasons? The same with Amanda. But Amanda hitched her wagon to Kyle. But okay. Okay, Amanda in this week's episode of Summer House, for those that are just joining us, this is a impromptu live, but I said I'm going to talk about Summer House since I did watch it. I won't wait till Friday to talk about it. I'll add timestamps a little bit later. Even Amanda, what is going on, Amanda, and what's his name? Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. The new guy, the Australian. I can't think of his name. Y'all will let me know in the chat. That guy, his girlfriend's in town. Ben, thank you. I don't know why I can't remember his name. Because he's not really bringing much either. Let's be honest. There are certain people that bring a lot to the show, and there's certain people that don't. Ben's girlfriend? I don't even know what to consider her. She's a little all over the place for me. She's all over the place for me. It's like fairy tales and rainbows and sugar kisses, and I don't know. She's very involved, and I'm like, girl, you just got here. You just got here. Mind your business, right? Like, why are you weighing in? Why are you mosey on over and getting into the people's business? Mind your business. Worry about your relationship over here. But Amanda is she's feeling a way about how Ben's reacting and getting involved, and now he seems to be in love with what's her name, but he's been acting single this entire summer. He has, but that's a lot of these men. Let's be honest. A lot of these men act single until they find the right one. And so I believe he's serious about this woman, but I also believe that he was interested in Amanda. But why was Amanda almost braggadocious in her confessionals? You were trying to F me over the summer. She was like proud about it. And apparently there was a whole group chat about it. And they were like, bro, she's married. Oh, so there's going to be a lot to be discussed at this reunion. Okay, I can't promise I'll be recapping season 11, but I will be recapping Summer House up until this reunion. Now, this is a reunion that deserves 3 parts, not Beverly Hills. Did y'all see that? We're going to talk about Beverly Hills in a second. We'll talk about Beverly Hills in a second. Stacey says, I like Ben. I don't dislike Ben, but Ben, he's there. There's nothing really special about Ben. He's got a nice butt. That's all I got for you, Ben. Okay, that's all I got for you. But Amanda, for me, what stood out in this conversation and in this week's episode of Summer House when it comes to Amanda and Ben, she's bragging about how he was trying to F her. And she was like, I played along with it a little bit, even though she's a married woman. And look, I know some of you, like Kempire, you haven't watched all this season, so you don't know that I do know Kyle cheated on her multiple times. I think I witnessed Kyle. Never mind. I've heard told that story. But I looked up, I was like, because when I met Kyle and he was drunk, he's always inebriated. So I found it to be interesting when they flashed back this week when talking about Carl, that Kyle was there for Carl during his addiction and stuff. I was like, so what about your addiction, sir? Because clearly you have a problem. And it's not just he drinks a lot. You guys have already given me the catch up. He's got a problem. All right. Speaking of Carl, why is Carl not on In the City? I know we speculated maybe because Lindsay's on it, but who cares? They're both on Summer House. It doesn't make sense to me. First of all, Carl's what, 40? If he's 30, I'm be like, damn. No, he can't be 30 because that means he would have started the show when he was like 20. How old is Carl? Can y'all let me know? He doesn't need to be on. He doesn't need to be on the show. There's drinking. There's all kinds of stuff. There's partying. He doesn't need to be on this show. I don't understand why they didn't include him for In the City. Well, he needs to figure out what his next steps are because he's too fresh in sobriety to be on a show drinking. I was going to say drugging, but you never know with these folks. And they can't freely show you what they do when they're not on there. He's got a podcast? Is it called Carl is a Mess? I like Carl, though. Carl's a 41. Why am I older than Carl? Oh, let me drink my water and moisturize. Okay, Carl. All right. I like Carl. Don't get me wrong. I need Carl at 41 to have the next plan. And look, I know he has the soft bar, but one thing we've talked about, we were talking about this with Pinky, we were talking about this Kelly Farrell from RHOA. The restaurant bar business is not an easy business. And a lot of these people start these businesses being on reality television, and reality television is bringing a lot of that attention to your bar. I don't, and look, I know you, look, I can't. Lorena says Carl has come a long way. I need him to figure out what his next plan is. What is his next plan? Just saying. All right. Asta says send him some butter. No. Stacy, thank you so much for the super chat. Stacy says, I am convinced Ciara was in love with West. Are we debating that? I think we all can agree Ciara was in love with West. Right?
Want $1,000 weight loss medication for $50? It all starts with Roe's free GLP-1 insurance check. Just upload your insurance card to see if you have coverage, then relax. Over 200,000 people have qualified for a $50 copay through Roe. Go to roe.co/health. Half of covered patients have a $50 per month copay or less for medication, plus $145 monthly Roe membership fee. Deductible cost may apply and final cost varies by insurance plan. For safety information about GLP-1 medications, including boxed warning, go to roe.co/safety, RX only.
Struggling with weight that doesn't respond to traditional dieting? Prolon's 5-day fasting mimicking diet is a clinically developed nutrition program designed to promote fat loss while protecting lean body mass. Developed at USC's Longevity Institute, it assists the body in entering a fasting-like state that helps reset metabolism, target visceral fat, and supports healthy metabolic markers. In just 5 days, Prolon offers a structured, science-backed approach to weight loss without extreme restriction or guesswork. Get 15% off plus a $40 bonus gift when you subscribe at prolonlife.com/today.
All right. Gene says his weight loss definitely aged him. And sobriety sometimes can do that. Losing the weight and then, so that, it's okay, Carl. Let's not talk about how Carl looks. I just was asking the question, okay? Anyway, Janelle says, Carl said in an interview last week that producers told him that they were focusing on couples for In the City, which is why they weren't including him. Lindsay's not in a couple. And Kyle and Amanda are on their way out of being not a couple. So what's going to happen in season 2? That sounds like an excuse. Like they just didn't want to include him. It sounds like they might have been prioritizing Lindsay over him. And I get it. Lindsay actually is a dynamic character. Even her little moments that we're seeing in this season of Summer House, she stands out. Lorena says that's why Lindsay couldn't support him because of his bad business decisions. See? Sharon says, Kempire, a couple of years ago, another YouTuber gave you a shout out and I've been here ever since. Maybe I should go back and say thank you. Who did? Yeah, you let me know who the YouTuber was. That was nice. And look, I love it when other YouTubers give us shout outs. It can be a shady world out here in these YouTube streets. Okay? All right. So the other thing that I wanted to say in regards to Summer House was I just don't understand why Ciara reacted the way she did, at least making it this big thing. I don't feel like West needed to feel as guilty as he was feeling. But with the DI, you know what, on the top of his head, that's fitting. That's quite fitting. I just feel like the reaction and the entire house reacting the way that they reacted was a bit over the top for people that are not dating. And yes, they were starting to do a little bit of flirtation, but at this particular point, it really wasn't anything serious. They did not hook up that we know of. We're watching an edited version. For all we know, they could have hooked up. Hold on. Angel says, Kemp, you sound like Lindsay season 8. Carl, get a plan problem. Ugh. I did watch, I did see some scenes from season 8. I did see some scenes. Oh, thank you, Bubble. Shout out to Alexander Rogers. Bubblegum says, I'm here from Alex, always talking about you. Wait, you talking good things about me? You never know with Alex. I'm playing. Shout out to Alexander Rogers. Mr. Melon Magic says, it was Carlos. You know what? It probably was Carlos. Carlos has talked about me before in a good way. Shout out to Carlos King. Okay? Wait, speaking of Carlos, congratulations to Jocelyn Hernandez. She's pregnant. It feels like she's gotten her life together. Like she's off the booger sugar stuff, and she really was getting her life together. She's still doing the cabaret thing and all the fighting and stuff, but I hope she's not fighting now because she's now pregnant. Her and her husband are now having a baby. Congratulations. I'm happy for Jocelyn. Come on, Puerto Rican princess. All right. Dr. Miss Honey says Alex is a riot. I love the way that Alex says Atlanta. I was like, there was a video he did. I forgot what he said. Oh, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was like, Alex, I just had it played in the background. And it was just like a TikTok on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was like, Alex, really? Come on now. Shada says Josephine, you mean Jocelyn? Jocelyn really pulled a Lindsay Lohan, and I love that for her. I'm happy for her. Clean, sober, married, making her money on her own, still a topic of conversation, and now she's pregnant. And everyone's saying one thing about Jocelyn, she's a good mom. So congratulations to Jocelyn Hernandez. All right, let me move on from there because we have an update. Yesterday, we talked about Ashlee Robinson, a.k.a. Ashlee Jenae, and we told you that the Zanzibar police had ruled her death a suicide. However, we had an update literally after I signed off yesterday. If you missed our Tuesday takeover, be sure to check it out here on YouTube. You can also watch it on Facebook. You can listen to it on the podcast. We gave you a full update on Ashlee Jenae. Now we have another update in regards to this because apparently the fiancé, his passport was seized. This is what TMZ's reporting. They said the police are advancing their investigation into the death of Ashlee Jenae. I also saw that the family launched a GoFundMe, and some of the comments, I can't with y'all in some of the comments. You guys, not you guys, but some people in the comments are talking about past things that Ashlee said about black men. Does that justify her being possibly unalived? Some of you are talking about what the family needs to sell the bags and things like that. Okay, I'm sure they're considering all their options, but they need to fly their daughter home. They need to hire an attorney to investigate all this stuff. God only knows what's to come. So I'm not judging the family. You don't have to give to a GoFundMe. You don't have to give. They launch one, you donate what you want to donate or not. Just saying. So back to this. So Ashlee, according to TMZ, they said the police are advancing their investigation into the death of Ashlee Jenae, a.k.a. Ashlee Robinson. That's her real name. The content creator who died on a trip to Zanzibar earlier this month. Authorities have seized her fiancé Joe McCann's passport and are questioning him. Because remember, yesterday we reported to you that they ruled it a suicide. Then they were saying that it didn't seem like there was any foul play. And everyone was like, what? Because we found out that there had been some sort of heated argument shortly, a few hours before she was found unalived. There was a huge argument between Ashlee and Joe McCann, who's a multimillionaire and quite older than she is. There was a huge fight between them where the hotel staff had to separate them. According to the report, they were saying that Joe was the one that found Ashlee. So according to TMZ, they said authorities have seized her fiancé Joe McCann's passport and are questioning him, but only as a witness, as no arrests have been made. But they seized his passport. They're labeling him a witness. As Ashlee died while on vacation with Joe, who proposed to her on the trip, the vacation was planned as Ashlee's 31st birthday celebration, which turned out to be her last. Ashlee family appears to have been suspicious of Joe the whole time, as they say he waited 11 whole hours to tell them about the incident and even downplayed it as if Ashlee was okay. As we reported, Joe and Ashlee were separated by hotel staff into different rooms April 8th, following a domestic dispute. Joe told authorities he found Ashlee had hanged herself on the door on April 9th, and she reportedly died at the hospital on April 10th. In a statement, police say that the incident is linked to the couple's domestic dispute. Docs list Ashlee's immediate cause of death as cerebral hypoxia by strangulation and suffocation. Notably, the family told TMZ they haven't heard from Joe since he called to say Ashlee was in the hospital. So he hasn't even sent any sort of update. He was not the one to update the family that she had died. It was the hotel. They're considering flying to Tanzania to meet with officials there. Again, this is a moment where they have to get the funds in order to fly to Tanzania and investigate and collect their daughter's remains. We're going to continue to follow the story, but I wanted to give you guys this update that they have seized his passport. They're questioning him as a witness. I'll put that in quotes, as a witness, because right now they don't have a person of interest because they ruled this a suicide. All right, we're gonna continue to follow this. I find that everything around this just is very suspicious. Very suspicious. All right, moving on. Thank you guys so much for already 219 likes. Keep liking the video. We have almost 1,000 people in the building. I have a couple more stories that I want to talk about before I go. Can't be here too long. We don't normally go live on Wednesdays. But if you missed it, we were live yesterday. Be sure to check that out. Our Tuesday Takeover, where we cover a variety of hot topics and reality television, including, what did we recap yesterday? Real Housewives of Rhode Island that you guys keep asking about. Real Housewives of Rhode Island we recapped yesterday along with their taglines. All right. Sidebar. Did y'all see this? Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. Tahj Mowry Housley. We briefly talked about this yesterday, but I found the story. I remember seeing her post, "I'm new here" on Threads, and apparently she started trending because Black Threads basically ran her off. Look at the community note written by a Thread user. Tahj Mowry Housley isn't getting a warm welcome to Threads due to her track record of sympathizing with racists, fascists, and bigots. Her voting history has also been in question, as many believe she voted for right-wing MAGA cult leader Donald Trump. Tamara's husband made headlines last year for disparaging comments about recipients of SNAP benefits. Her husband, also a former news respondent for Fox News, a multinational conservative news and political commentary television channel. I don't know if some people probably didn't know. That's part of the reason why some people call her Tamaga. I'm just saying that's what they ran Tamara off of Threads. But you know who they didn't run off of Threads? Her brother. Let me show y'all this picture because everyone is having this big reaction to Tahj Mowry. And I'm just like, you guys are... See, I get so turned off when you guys get turned on. Because I used to think, I was like, Tahj is cute. But now that everybody's lusting after him, I'm like, ugh. And no offense, Tahj. That's not ugh towards you. I just can't join groupthink. I can't. He's cute, though. He's cute. But I will not be in his comment section lusting over him. Look at this picture that's gotten the internet going. So if you read the comments... I'll read you a couple of the comments. Hold on, y'all. Look at Tahj. He labeled this. He captioned it, "Water break." He knows what he's doing. People in the comments are like, one person says, "Tahj, your lunch is ready." Someone else says, "Good googly moogly. Lord have mercy." Someone else says, "Invisible ink. You left your charger in my car, sir." The gay boys are reacting to Tahj right now. The women are reacting to Tahj. Look, Tahj has never come out. Even though there were some rumors out there from Jason Lee. I remember. I'm paying attention to the streets. I look, but he's never come out as anything. Bisexual, trisexual, sexual. Look. Since we're talking about Tia, Tia got a new man. Apparently, it was her daughter's teacher. All the siblings are in the news this week. Tamaga got run off of Threads. Look at this new photo of it. The body is fit. Okay? Body is fit. All right, Tahj, we see you. Okay? All right. The Mowrys are Mowrying. Okay, Joy says, "Must be a tourist thing because I'm the same. I know others too." Yeah. When we start seeing everybody's jumps on a bandwagon, we're like, oh, never mind. DJ says, "It's giving DL trade." Maybe. Look, maybe. All right, Tahj, we see you. All right. Guys, today's brought to you by our friends over at Row. I know you're probably tired of hearing people say, new year, new me. However, it can be a new year and a new you. Everyone is trying to get back into the gym. They're trying to do some weight loss things. You may have also heard of GLP-1s. Our friends over at Ro has gotten you covered with the new GLP-1 pill. The pill is a new, more convenient and approachable way to GLP-1s if you've been thinking about it. A self-administered shot can be a bit intimidating. But now there's a pill that delivers comparable results. If you've been thinking about getting on a GLP-1, Ro might be the way to do it. They have 100% online care, access to clinically proven, FDA-approved medications, free insurance checks, side effects management, dosing support, and more. Ro offers the first FDA-approved GLP-1 pill for weight loss at the lowest cost around. The new GLP-1 pill has the same weight loss ingredient as the shot and packs comparable results to the shot. It can help patients lose 14% of their body weight in a year on average. This is based on a study in non-diabetics with obesity or overweight plus a weight-related condition with diet and exercise. You may have also seen Serena Williams talk about collaborating and endorsing Ro as well. As a world-class athlete, she also wanted to drop pounds after having children. If I had needed this particular option, this is what I would use. A pill versus a shot? Why not? Go to ro.co/KEMPIRE to see if you're eligible for the new GLP-1 pill on Ro. That's ro.co/KEMPIRE to get started on Ro. Go to ro.co/safety for box warning and full safety information about GLP-1 medication. More details on your discount and more will be available in the description. And we're back. All right. Guys, be sure to check out the description for more details on everything KEMPIRE. So yesterday, one of the stories that we reported on was Real Housewives of Miami star Lisa Hochstein. If you saw, I posted a short form video talking about Lisa, giving you another update in regards to her reacting. And she just reposted something. I think I actually have it here. Let me actually, do I have it here? Or did I delete it? Oh, no, it's in my folder. This is what Lisa reposted on social media the day before when all this Lenny stuff was coming out. Because you remember, I reported to you that Lenny basically reported her to the police, accusing her back in March of 2023 of putting a listening device in his car. So this incident stems from 2023. Jody was arrested over the weekend. Today, Lisa turned herself in. And I was worried for Lisa. I'm glad she was able to turn herself in instead of her randomly at the airport and them hauling her away or something like that, like Mia. You know what I mean? And she posted this on her social media after this all came out. It was a repost that said, strategic timing. He doesn't release damaging information randomly. He times it for maximum destruction before a court date, a career milestone, a custody hearing. The goal is to cause the most damage at the most vulnerable moment. Lenny is trash. Lenny is trash. He's always been trash. If you remember our Real Housewives of Miami recaps, I've always said Lenny is trash. This man cheated on Lisa. Did she turn a blind eye to some of his behavior because she wanted to keep up the lifestyle? Yes. Look, I remember what I said back then. However, she still was his wife. She still is the mother of his 2 young children. You had this woman arrested because of an incident that happened back in 2023. Sir, are you okay? You're not. You're not okay, Lenny. You're a miserable human being. You cannot be happy in your own life. Is he still with that lady? Because remember, they got engaged, broke up, and is he still with her? What is he doing now? Besides sending the mother of his children to jail. Earlier today, we got to see the mugshot. Lisa, at least she was able to put on the things, okay? First of all, this is Lisa going in to the jailhouse with her attorney. Okay? She looks great. Guess who also was there? Not Marisol. Alexia and Adriana. I was like, what? Not that they were in the building. Look at this.
It's very sad and unfortunate, but we're here to support our friends.
Do you believe Lenny's story, or what do you think about it?
I have no comment. I'm just here to support Lisa.
Do you think did you talk to her before, or you know anything about?
Yes, we've spoken. That's what friends do. We speak when the news came out.
Right.
This is why everyone is saying, Andy, why are we not filming Real Housewives of Miami right now? Why are we not filming Real Housewives of Miami? They were saying that no one was watching. The numbers weren't numbering. That's what they were saying.
To let her know that I was here for her for whatever she needs.
That's nice. I'm glad you did that.
Look, Adriana right behind her. That's Adriana. First of all, Adriana dressed appropriately when you're going to support your friend at the jailhouse. I don't think Adriana spoke to the media. Alexia, anytime she sees paparazzi, she probably didn't know paparazzi would be there, but okay. Hold on, I want to show you, first of all, I'll show you, this was Jody's mugshot that he took over the weekend. Okay? Mind you, Jody and Lisa are no longer together. She's got a whole new man. Yeah, she's got a whole new man. All right, let me show you Lisa's beautiful mugshot. Hold on. Let me show you Lisa's beautiful mugshot. Hold on, where is Lisa's mugshot? Please and hold. I thought I had it here. Where is it? Ah, oy vey. I thought I had it around here. Oh, here it is. Just when I thought. This is Lisa's mugshot. Okay, Lisa. At least she was able to turn herself in and have a full beat. Okay, they didn't catch her. I don't think anyone would ever catch a Lisa out in the streets looking a mess. But very simple makeup, very simple hair, nothing over the top. I know she was mad as hell that she couldn't do her usual filtering. Okay, Lisa. She joins a long line of housewives with multiple mugshots. Look at this picture of all the mugshots. I'm so mad at this picture collage. And there are multiple mugshots of Marlo Hampton. Oh my gosh, look at all these housewives. You got Monica Garcia. Oh my goodness, not Mama Elsa. Who is the lady next to Mama Elsa? We got Tinsley. We got Marlo again. We got Marisol for her DUI. We got the lady from Roni. Can't remember her name. We got Teresa. We got Portia. We got Sonia. We got Nene. Lanithia Leaks. Not Anna. Lord, I didn't realize Anna had a mugshot too. Lord have mercy. Oh, damn. I forgot that Portia has 2 mugshots. At least one of those mugshots, though, she was protesting. Just saying. And the lady that looks like a granny, that's Kim Richards' mugshot. I'm surprised they didn't tell her to take her hat off. Then Marlo again. Not Marlo again. Not Marlo again. What is going on? That's Leah. Oh, that's Leah McSweeney at the top? Damn, she's had a lot of work done. Leah McSweeney is all the way at the top. The third picture next to Mama Elsa between her and Tinsley. I would have never guessed it. Marlo again. Mia. And that is Danielle Staub. I'm mad I could tell that's Danielle Staub. Then, oh wait, Portia got 3? What was the other one for? I know one was when she attacked Kenya. One was for when she was protesting Black Lives Matter. What was this other one for? Then, of course, Lisa Hochstein's. Marlo again. Countess Luann. Marlo again. Marlo again. And Wendy Acefo. For all the people that were arrested, though, who had the most serious charge? I'm thinking Teresa and Wendy, right? They had the more serious charge. No, DUI is pretty serious, but they didn't do jail time. Teresa did jail time. Damn, this is a mess. Exactly. Ms. Parker says, not the Mugshot Hall of Fame. I'd love to see it. Well, not really. I don't love to see it, but yeah. So good news. Lisa turned herself in earlier today. Let me give you the report. Alexia Nipola and Adriana Demora have Lisa Hochstein's back. The Real Housewives of Miami stars showed up to Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center in Miami on Wednesday morning to support Lisa, who turned herself in after getting hit with criminal charges. So basically, she turned herself in because Lenny Hochstein was accusing her and Jody of placing a recording device that was listening to him on one of his vehicles. Lisa, back when this was first reported, denied this. This was first reported back in 2023. So for them to be arrested in 2026 related to this is crazy to me. And it sounds like Lenny was just trying to be petty. Is he trying to take the kids from her? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So he doesn't have to pay for child support? Like, what's going on? This is crazy. And if you didn't see it, yesterday we reported to you that Real Housewives of Rhode Island star Rula Pontarelli actually had a very similar situation that happened a few months ago with her husband putting a tracking device on her car. But she found it. She found out about it and she reported him to the police only for her to withdraw the charges. If you missed it, I talked about it yesterday. There are timestamps. Oh, my goodness. That is a mess. That is a complete mess. You know what? Since we're talking about messes, let me talk to you about Shamia Morton.
How you been feeling about the season, though? You feel good about this?
So I have to say this. Shout out to our friends over at No Chaser TV. And I'm so glad that they captured this video footage because people have been dragging Shamia for this video. And this video was on her YouTube channel. I like to do my due diligence. So I said, let me go watch the full video that she did. She deleted the video because she probably saw people were dragging her for some of the things. Shamia, you've been on reality television for so long. Now you're a housewife. This is your second season and you're still complaining about the ladies are coming for you. Let me play this for you.
How you been feeling about the season, though? You feel good about the season?
Yeah. They definitely be trying you.
Yeah, no.
And I just was bothered because I'm like, they try to make me seem like I'm being a bitch. And I'm like, what?
Girl, it's not even that serious.
Girl, but that's how they doing me this season, girl. It's like that. It's that serious this season. Like they coming for me, everybody.
Pay them no mind. Stay solid with everything that you're doing.
Who's coming for Shamia this season? And look, we still have more of the season to watch, but based on what we saw in episodes 1 and 2, you are trying to cause issues with other people's friendships. Because maybe you felt like people caused an issue with your friendship. You're the one starting stuff this season and being miserable.
How you been feeling about the season, though? You feel good about the season?
Yeah. They definitely be trying you.
Yeah, no.
And I just was bothered because I'm like, they try to make me seem like I'm being a bitch. And I'm like, what?
Girl, it's not even that serious.
Girl, but that's how they doing me this season, girl. It's like that. It's that serious this season. Like they coming for me, everybody.
Pay them no mind. Stay solid with everything that you're doing. Stand 10 toes down and pay them no mind. Because everybody's fighting for a check. And everybody know out of everybody, you don't really need to be on the show.
Here's the thing. Shamia doesn't need to be on the show. However, she's desperate to be on the show. We've talked about this before. Some people just want fame. She's always probably wanted to be a housewife. Not probably. She's always wanted to be a housewife. Okay? And now her husband is willing to film a little bit. And Shamia, you're coming across corny. At least stand on what you say and do. Now you deleted this video from your YouTube channel because people have been dragging you for it. You're mad at them for you're one starting with people this season trying to cause trouble with other people. And your friend is saying you're the only one that doesn't need the check, yet she's probably more desperate than anyone to be on this show. She doesn't need the check, but she's desperate for the attention. And now you've got it. You need to be more specific with the universe that you want positive attention.
Are you noticing your car insurance rate creep up even without tickets or claims? You're not alone. That's why there's Jerry, your proactive insurance assistant. Jerry handles the legwork by comparing quotes side by side from over 50 top insurers so you can confidently hit buy. No spam calls, no hidden fees. Jerry even tracks rates and alerts you when it's best to shop. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Don't settle for higher rates. Download the Jerry app or visit jerry.ai/Libsyn today. That's JERRY.AI/LIBSYN.
Stop wasting time scrolling through endless clickbait, social media, and emails trying to keep up with the news. Instead, listen to all the news you need in just 10 minutes.
Welcome to The Newsworthy.
The Newsworthy podcast makes it faster, easier and more enjoyable to get unbiased news on the go.
It helps us navigate the news without feeling overwhelmed.
Even when my time is limited.
So much detail and information in 10 minutes.
Listen now by searching The Newsworthy in your podcast app or go to thenewsworthy.com.
And I see that she says she's in her villain era. Then lean in. Lean into you being the villain. She's going to be on the edge of the couch this season, y'all. Because they're going to be like, you're such a non-factor. You're going to be on the edge of the couch. All right. Moving on from there. What else did I want to talk about? Hold on. They ran off the threads. Oh, look, not Tahj coming back up. Not Tahj coming back. Oh, hey, Tahj. I just wanted to see if there was anything else that I wanted to talk about. First of all, be sure to like the video, guys, if you haven't liked it already. If you're watching the replay of this, be sure to let us know your thoughts and opinions. Angel says, not Tahj, Tamara, and Tia making news in the same week. It's almost like they planned it. It's almost like they planned it. Was there another thing that I wanted to talk about that I didn't talk about? I don't think so, because it's about time for me to get off of here. I said I was only going to stay on until about 5 o'clock. I got things to do. It's Pum Pum Short season, so I'm ready to be outside. But shout out to our Kings Guards. Shout out to our channel members. Oh, I will say this. The ratings came out. That was the one thing that I did want to mention, and then I'm going to get out of here. The ratings came out for Atlanta and for Real Housewives of Rhode Island. And I just wanted to reflect really quickly on the ratings. Shout out to our friends over at Ratings Bravo on X. They've been keeping us up with the ratings. So Atlanta, they saw another uptick this week in their ratings. They had 711,000 viewers this week, a 0.15 in the demo. This is their season high, but it's only episode 2. But that's not bad. When you look at Beverly Hills and what they... Oh, I have to talk about Beverly Hills. We'll do Beverly Hills real quick before I go. This is not bad for a start for episode 2. Episode 2, that's not bad, 711,000 views. And the demo is decent at 0.15. Rhode Island, their views were 423,000 viewers with a 0.08 demo. This is their series low, but it's only episode 3 and season 1. But when you pay attention to how Salt Lake City is doing, it makes you wonder. Shout out to the person in the comment section, Romani. Romani says, Rhode Island just casually ended Salt Lake City again, and they're tugging on that demo too. Because when you look at the ratings for episode 3 of season 6 of Salt Lake City, they had 373,000 viewers with a 0.09 demo. Salt Lake City's ratings haven't been that great, live ratings. Just saying. All right, let me play for you, because what else came out this past week or today was that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is going to have a 3-part reunion. Let's take a listen to the reunion trailer.
I definitely did not sleep. Holy shit.
Eric had nothing else going on, and I was an easy target.
So that's Dorit saying that Erica had nothing else going on this season, so that's why she started trouble with her. And remember, Erica said after the reunion that they never resolved anything, so they're still in the same space.
She wants to play this villain now that everyone thought was cool. She was smoking, so now she walks around puffing her cigarette.
Look, y'all don't like Kyle, but she's saying what we've all been thinking, at least what we've been thinking over here, because I will agree with this. What we've heard, Dorit has always been a smoker. So her, all of a sudden, now them highlighting her smoking is them trying to make it a big thing.
Like an asshole because people thought it was cool. You have fun with that.
This is about the 3 of us coming apart.
I'm ready.
That was Amanda.
Coming up on the 3-part Beverly Hills reunion.
Kyle, is my hair too curly?
Maybe just run your fingers out a tiny bit.
She told me I looked like a country western singer. I was like, oh, God.
Hi, Rachel Zoe. Never thought I'd see you on these couches, but I sure am glad to.
What a ride.
Jennifer Tilly, this dress.
This is my face on the front of it, but it's actually a standing dress, because then when I sit down, my face crumples up into something like the end of the substance.
Do you think he was emotionally abusive to you, Tom? Kyle.
Why are we still talking about Tom?
If you do file for divorce, will you be asking for half of the agency?
Well, it's mine.
This is what she says. Kyle says that this is probably part of the reason why Kyle and Mauricio have not divorced.
Realize that?
Oh. I spent $4,000 having you go and speak to the girls about it's a lot of money she's spending.
I'm not in the same financial position as you, I'm sorry.
Oh, boom. That is Kyle calling Dorit brokey. So I thought it's so interesting people saying that Dorit got Kyle together. She just called you broke.
I love you, and I'm scared for you.
When in
That's Erica talking to Dorit.
the hell did I tell you that I was losing money on my business?
I think they have it on camera.
And they don't, because I didn't say
That, so you know it's going to be beef between Amanda and Bose. Bose, we know your workshop business is not doing that well, girl. We know it's not. Not as well as Amanda.
What is it about Kyle that you think makes everyone want to please her?
She has the power to get anyone off the show.
You accused her of lashing out to save her job.
In order to save my job, I came unglued.
Do you want to apologize?
Apologize for what, Andy?
She's saying that it made her flip.
It looks like Andy is getting frustrated with Dorit during this reunion as well.
You went into this season with a plan. Are you kidding me? Saying that I'm
We know Kyle and the rest of these ladies go into every season with a plan.
manic, saying that I'm erratic. Be quiet for me. No, I'm not going to sit here and listen again.
I'm going to say
With
something.
You say,
Please, can you shut up, Andy?
No, that's impossible.
That's the only thing Sutton says during the reunion. Oh, it's impossible.
Say it was a failure.
Yes, you did. Get over it.
Don't talk behind my back. I f***ing told him. I'm very sorry.
But do you mean it?
No, Erica, I'm a cold-hearted f***ing
I'll see you next Tuesday, she says.
You really like that word.
I find that word to be so gross. It's a 3-part reunion. For me, that's the biggest thing that I feel like we need to discuss. It did not need to be 3 parts because this entire reunion trailer is beef between Kyle and Dorit, and I don't want to talk about that for 3 parts. This season definitely did not. They needed 2 parts, and they need to do a revamp to the cast next season. That's all I have for Beverly Hills. I honestly, watching and hearing that they have a 3-part reunion said to me, it's like, I need to stop talking about this show. I need to stop giving them free promo. Because at this particular point, y'all feel emboldened to give us a 3-part reunion for an absolutely, probably their worst season. 3 parts. Okay. All right. Y'all better hope I'm not on a trip, because then it's definitely not getting recapped. Tiara says reunions used to be 1 part and fulfilling. I don't know. Which is so interesting to me that Married to Medicine only had a 2-part reunion, but they did it efficiently. They did a good job with that. But all right. Alexi says, yes, Ken, please stop reviewing Beverly Hills. I'll do a poll. Look, Loretta says, I would support that decision, Ken. But here we go. See? I appreciate the support, guys. We're almost at 400 likes. Keep liking the video. It's an easy, free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels as well. I'm going to get out of here, but I will see you guys at some particular point. Make sure you're following me here on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, KEMPIRE on Facebook. And we're live on X and Twitch. So the KEMPIRE on those platforms, and follow me on Instagram at the KEMPIRE as well. If you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know your thoughts and opinions on all the hot topics. I'll add the timestamps later this evening. I'm going to go meditate. Then I'm going for my walk. And then I'll get back and I'll get to this, right? All right. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you to our King's Guards. Thank you to our channel members, and thank you to our subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to KEMPIRE here on the KEMPIRE Radio Network. Don't forget to give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And for more information on the podcast, head on over to KEMPIREradio.com.